Well guys, I had a kitchen project planned for today and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to try to get it done, but before I start, because I think people are going to be asking, you may have noticed in another video I've been wearing, I have blue latex gloves, but I've been wearing a glove on this hand basically because I wash my hands so much when I'm in the kitchen that it's just to keep this dry. Now, it's not as bad as it looks, and I put a finger guard on it because you know how it is, you stub a toe and it hurts, so what are you banging all the time, that toe? And anytime I bang this thing, it starts bleeding again. It's healing very well, but to let you know what I did, no worries, everything's cool because, remember what I said? I'm a nurse. I think I know everything. I didn't go to the doctor, but I'll show you, it was my little finger, and I don't know, but what I did was I just, it sliced, I did a good job. It sliced off, about this much of my fingernail and then went down the side of my finger. So I didn't lose the tip, I lost kind of the side. Now, I did not go to a doctor or a hospital because there's nothing they can do other than what I did. You know, there was no, if it'd been a side-by-side cut, well, I still wouldn't have gone to the doctor, but something like that they can stitch together. But when you just slice the whole thing off in the manner that I did, there's not a whole lot they can do. I just wrapped it, and the reason you saw me wearing this great big giant band-aid is because I was holding pressure trying to get the bleeding to stop. Right now I basically wear a band-aid. I got this finger guard on it like I told you. So everything's cool, everything's fine, it's healing beautifully. I'm just keeping it covered because I am in the kitchen, and then I take it off when I'm out running around. So hey guys, I decided since I did an update on my boo-boo, my finger, I'll do an update on my dentures. I've had a lot of people ask me how that's been going. I am August, September, October, November, so just a little over 4 months out. I have to wait until February before I get my permanents, and I'm doing okay. It's not a lot of fun. The top ones, well, my gums, let's just put it this way. My gums have shrunk down so much, and I've had to go in for 2 soft relines. They call them soft relines. I've heard other people on their YouTube channels talk about that. I didn't know what it was, but it's, I don't know, kind of a soft, it's almost liquid when they put it in, and they shape it into your denture, and then you hold it into your mouth and kind of hold pressure for, I think he had me do it for 5 minutes. And you don't really bite down too hard, but you just want your gums to form into that soft lining. The one on the top, I actually have 2 layers now, and they're fitting pretty good. The bottom, I think he's relined them maybe 3 times, and that just keeps coming out. That stuff keeps falling out. After a while it gets kind of hard and it hurts. So I am having trouble with the bottom. I think that's normal. I actually met a gentleman at the van build, and he told me the bottoms will never fit right, and that's pretty common. So, and I think I had been told that. I don't know if they're going to be able to do the implants. They were going to do mini implants to snap in the bottom. I have no bone left in the front, and I can feel that. It's just almost smooth now. I knew that I had bone loss before I had my teeth removed, and I have very little on the side, so I'm not sure. You guys just may be lucky enough to have me flopping around, my teeth flopping around in my mouth, and let's just hope they don't go shooting out at the camera someday. Wouldn't that be a shock? But I have noticed in my videos that when I talk, and I can't really tell right now, but the bottom ones kind of set crooked, and they are like that in my mouth. They're this side fits. When this side is even, this side, I can't explain it, but my teeth are in there crooked. But you know what? I have to wait till February, and then they'll give me what's my permanent. And my understanding is they'll fit a whole lot better, and I won't have to do the reline. So I'm still having trouble chewing meat, like beef or pork. And I cut it up in tiny, tiny little pieces, and I still can't bite down and tear something off, which is okay. I think the biggest surprise to me has been I can't eat lettuce. I've tried a couple of times and I've choked on it, and I remember some other people saying that they couldn't eat lettuce either, and I don't remember, but it's the mechanics of your mouth. So I don't know, you guys that have had dentures for a long time, will I ever get to eat lettuce salad again? I love salad, and like I said, I've tried, and usually what I do is I take some of my husband's and just take a bite, because I hate to pay, you know, they're $5 for a salad, but that's something I can't do. Otherwise, I'm doing okay. I'm tempted to take my bottoms out a lot, but like they say, if you don't wear them, you're not going to get used to it. So I try to leave them in until they're just, you know, they just almost fall out. And right now, I have something that I'm using I really like. I'm going to go get it. First of all, this is something I've been using for several months, or maybe two or 3 months. And it's just like a pad, or denture adhesive seal it's called, but it kind of softens it up so if your gums are sore, and it also makes them fit better. This worked really, really well when I started out having to use this, and I was using 2 at a time. And it was so nice when I'd go in for a reline and I wouldn't have to wear these, but after a while that bottom stuff just fell out. The top, I do have some for the tops, and I didn't have to wear them very often, for very long. I did at one point get to where I was having to wear 2 of the tops and 2 to 3 in the bottom until he did the reline. But I don't know if you've ever tried these. They are, it says heavy. Heavy denture cushions. And the bottoms look like this, and it almost looks like a piece of gauze that is covered in wax. Because what you do is you run it under hot soapy water until it gets soft and pliable. It's wax. And then you just shape it into that, trim out what you don't, you know, you trim this out, and while it's still warm, then you put the denture back in your mouth and bite down, and it kind of shapes to your gums. I really like them. However, I'm having to wear 2 of these, even though they're thicker. But when I look at it, it looks, I doubt you can tell, but it looks like gauze that's covered in a wax. And if I thought I was going to have to wear these for much longer, I'd be buying some paraffin and making my own, because I really think that's what it is. It's just paraffin wax. Anyway, so far these are working. I'm having to wear 2, but they're much more comfortable. And if anybody else has the problems that I'm having, I have to trim off quite a bit back here and also in here. So what I'm doing is taking these trimmings and putting it to the front, because I have nothing here for the denture to set on, and that fills in that void. And they'll last for several hours, and then I finally have to get some, what's that called? Denture or something, some kind of that glue. I call it rubber cement. my bottoms are loose enough that they flop around enough in that cement, that glue, whatever they call it. It kind of just dissolves. But when I've had to put it on the top, literally it's like, doing. It's just a rubber band. That stuff is so thank goodness I don't have to wear it on the top. I'm doing okay. So I thought I'd give you an update to where I'm at on my dentures, and like I said, I have to wait until I'm 6 months out, which is February, and I've already told my dentist that we're leaving in February. So if I run into any of you out there on the road when we head back to Arizona, don't be surprised if my teeth are rattling around in my head, but what can I do? Anyway, guys, I'm going to get these 2 videos. I'm going to hook together my finger thing update and then this denture thing, and hopefully tomorrow I'll have my ham and beans and ham broth ready to go.